God. We're so glad that you guys are here this morning with us. Welcome to KCC. If it's your first time and if you're online, thank you for joining us. So before we get into the next song, it's actually a new song that we wrote together as a team. Wanted to just introduce it to you guys again today and maybe a little bit of a backstory behind it. It was written in a season where sometimes you feel like you're in church all the time and you're doing something good because you're in church all the time, but in your heart you still kind of feel like you're far away from God. Does that ever ring true for anybody, where it just feels like you're so busy doing all of God's things and all of God's, services or what have you, right? That you still kind of feel like something is not right. So this was written in that perspective. And I think when I was thinking back to it, it reminded me about the story of the prodigal son. A lot of times we actually think about the prodigal son and little about his older brother. And I think it's really the older brother and that parable that shows us that you can be inside the Father's home. You can be in church all the time, but you can still be far from the Father's heart, right? And I think a lot of times that's probably what we realize after we do all of these things at church, that even though we're in God's house, we're actually very far from Him. And I think it's because God never intended that what we do for Him, we do without Him. And a lot of times I think we actually substitute the activities that we do, the services that we do, for the intimacy that we have with God, and that's really what is most important. So this song reflects on that, and it reflects on just wanting to draw us back to Him, draw us back to really that first love that we have for God, away from all of the distractions. Just asking us, we need to ask God back, or we need to ask God to really take us back to that place where we saw and found our happiness in Him first. So let's sing this song together.
Did I forget where I'm from? I find myself jaded in the misery and chaos. When did I stop caring for the ones you want to bring home? You want to bring home. I'm desperate for you. I am longing for you, longing for you. Though your presence I know, my heart is distant from you, distant from you. Can you please take me back to the place I once knew? My fears disappeared, and now I know only you. Where my heart was content and a love like you do. There I found peace in becoming like you. Find myself lost in mystery and chaos. Ask for too much, did I forget where I find myself falling. It feels never ending. My life is just spinning. Can't fix my eyes on you, Jesus. I'm desperate for you, and I am longing for you, longing for you. Though your presence I know, my heart is distant from you, distant from you.
Let's sing, can you please take me
Can you
back?
please take me back to the place I once knew, where my fears disappeared, and now you only, where my heart was content, and a love like you do. Because there I found peace in becoming like you.
patient. Your grace is like honey.
I'll follow you home.
Tender, so sweet, it's like honey. It flows from a spring that is leading me home.
For you know the plans you have for me, bigger and greater than what I can see. A billion reasons to praise your name. Forever you shall reign. Can you please take me back to the place I was new, where my fears disappeared and I knew only you, where my heart was content and a love like you do, because there I found peace in becoming.
Can you please take me
To the place I was new, where my peace disappeared